Thanks for staying with us. I'm Bill O'Reilly in the Weekdays with Bernie segment tonight. As he told you in the Talking Points memo, some liberal media outlets are very worried about the backlash to Muslims in general because of all the Islamic terrorism around the world. That's the headline for them, not confronting the jihad and stopping it. And it's strange because you don't get sympathy for Christians or Jews from that crew very often. Joining us now from Miami to explain why, the purveyor, BernardGoldberg.com, Mr. Goldberg. And you say...
Let's get the easy stuff out of the way first. There's no love lost between liberal journalists and the Catholic Church, basically for three reasons. One, the Church is against abortion. Two, the Church is against gay marriage. And three, the Church is against allowing women to become priests. These are not church values. These are liberal and liberal journalist values. And because so many journalists are not only liberal, but also secular liberals, you get the impression they like the church a lot more if the church adopted their liberal values. But it doesn't work that way. As for the Muslims, a lot of liberals at the New York Times and other places see Muslims as oppressed. They see them as in the crosshairs of right-wing bigots, whether it's in Europe or in America. And being the liberals that they are, they've determined that they will be the protectors. So they will write editorials about how they're potentially in danger because of what happened in Paris and all that.
All right, but it doesn't really add up on that. I understand the Catholic analysis is perfect because the secular, liberal, national press corps, many of whom are atheists, they really despise Catholics and Christians in general, fundamentalist Protestants as well. But Islam is the most repressive religion on earth. I mean, if you're gay, they find out you're gay.
So
it's not that they're not going to let you get married. You'll be lucky if you got your hands and legs attached to you. Women
this is what
brutalize, abortion unheard of. I mean, come on.
Bill, this is what makes it almost, I want to make clear, almost funny. The worst thing, I don't share the views of the Catholic Church on these social issues, okay? So I have no problem with gay marriage. I'm for it, actually. The Catholic Church is against it. But the worst you can accuse the Catholic Church of is discrimination. If you're a liberal, the worst you can accuse it of is discrimination. If two guys are walking down the street, the Arab street, in the Middle East holding hands, they'll wake up dead in the morning.
Well, they won't have hands to hold. I mean, in Tehran, in Iran, they'll be thrown in a dungeon. But let's advance the story a little bit more. When the priest pedophilia scandal broke, as horrible as it was, and everybody should know that I am a Roman Catholic, but I was in the forefront of getting that cardinal law booted out of this country. Right. I led that charge against that man because it was just outrageous what they were doing. I read nowhere, gee, you know, the good Catholics are getting tarnished by this. We have to stick up for the good Catholics, the sincere people who follow Jesus. And but you didn't get any of that.
So here's a theory, okay? And tell me what you think of this theory. The media, we know that they have a liberal bias, but it isn't blatant most of the time. So they can't come out and say, look, we're for abortion rights and we're for gay marriage and we're for equality of women. So that's why we don't like the church, or to use your word, that's why we detest the Catholic Church. They can't say that. So anytime there's a scandal, they jump on it.
Oh, big time.
They salivate. Right. They salivate at the opportunity. Unfortunately, there have been enough scandals to keep them busy. But they salivate over that the way they salivate over a scandal that involves conservative Republicans instead of liberal Democrats.
All right. And then the Muslim religion, you know, let's not be mean to the Muslims, but the Muslims are very mean to other people, and it doesn't add up, doesn't equate. But I think you nailed it. I think you nailed it. They feel that Muslims are oppressed by the big Satan America, that we did it and we caused it. Bernie Goldberg, everybody, water's on deck.